This is 12 annoyances women have to deal with that men don't. So usually we have...
how she condensed it to just 12 is pretty remarkable.
We usually have the vantage point of 2 women and 1 man in here. And I cover the weight of the man for whatever that's worth. Now we've got 2 men and a woman.
Like so gracefully.
It's more like 2.5 women. Yeah. Half a guy.
So it's like, now I've got like 1.5 and a woman. So let's talk about these. And I'm looking forward. I've only seen the first one so far. And by the way, if you want to follow along, which I recommend you do, because there's also... Every GIF she puts in there makes me laugh. Mm-hmm. You can see the pictures and GIFs included with this. 1061evansville.com is a link on our Facebook page, and it should be that first article, that first thing right as you go to 1061evansville.com. 12 annoyances women have to deal with that men don't, from Sonny Richardson. Number 1 is fake nails. I will be honest, that does seem super annoying, Ashley.
I haven't had any in a long time, but I remember getting them, and they kind of file your nails down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how they work. I just assume you buy them at the store and then you just stick them on with some glue.
I think that's like the 5th grader way of doing it.
Yeah, my 4-year-old does that.
And then I think that the grown-up women go to like a salon.
Oh, you actually get it professionally done.
Yes. Okay. And they like push your cuticles in and they scratch.
Well, it sounds painful.
I mean, it's not painful, but then they put the acrylics on and they have to like put stinky special stuff on and then
adhesive,
and it takes a while, and then you have to go back in and get them done. And at the time when I was single and I had nothing else to do,
your natural nails will start to grow and push them out, right?
Right.
So yeah,
so you got to go get them filled in.
See, I know things about
look at you
about biology.
Biology.
It's kind of like the fingernail equivalent of like your roots showing.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Look at me making comparison.
At Rob knows things too.
So I just started,
metaphors.
Eating right and taking supplements, and now my fingernails grow so fast and so long, I have to keep them clipped.
My wife, for a long time, when we first started dating, her fingernails had always been very flimsy. Like
Mine
when
they
grew out. I don't think she did fake nails often, if at all. But after our daughter was born, she's got like
talons,
like claws.
So like the makeup of your fingernails can kind of change depending on.
Yeah, I think the hormones and everything that goes on through the point of pregnancy and the variety of whatever causes that, vitamins and whatever else.
Women are so amazing.
It is.
Everything
it is
about
pretty
them just
impressive,
amazes
isn't
me.
it?
And your hair changes too.
What the?
In what way? Like what changed for you?
It got a little bit softer, a little straighter.
Look at that. Who would have thought?
Yeah, something we will never experience.
I know. My hair is not soft enough as it is. I could use the benefit of pregnancy. Number 2.
Somebody knock Rob up.
Broken heels. I gotta tell you, this is so far so good because walking in heels seems crazy annoying too.
Why that became a thing or how it became a thing?
I feel like you guys did that to yourselves, to be honest.
Well, actually, men wore high heels first. Like the not colonial, but I was gonna say really old Victorian.
Well, they also wore powdered wigs and didn't bathe for days on end at that time. So
women were like, "Ooh, I love that look.
I like the way it makes my calves look
and my butt."
So under this garter that's squishing all my organs.
I have not had this happen to me, but I know that my husband went to a Castle game one time, and so he likes like retro Air Jordans, and he bought some a long time ago, and he figured out I need to wear these before they just disintegrate. So he wore some to a game, and they did. They just
fell off his feet.
The bottom fell off one and then the other. And
you know how like in cartoons when the Wile E. Coyote starts running really fast, like he'll run out of his shoes or something like that, or Roadrunner or whatever.
Yes.
I see it happening like that.
Now New Balances don't do that. They don't fall apart.
I just and I see people in heels. I'm just like, whoa, like that just seems like
it looks so uncomfortable.
It does, and you guys choose to do that because it gives you that extra 3 inches of your height.
Some of them aren't really uncomfortable, but some of them.
Like the way the shoe, not even the heel part, but the fact that your foot is like at a 45-degree angle, and then the shoes point at the end, so all the toes are all mashed up, and it just is unnatural. Don't feel like you have to do that.
Well, I guess I'll just wear Crocs every day.
Never gave too much thought to this one. The third one on this list of annoyances that women have to deal with that men don't is mascara in the eye.
Oh, it's the worst.
What's this one all about?
Well, you got to get really close to your eye.
I guess so, yeah.
And you have to look up, and you have to... And you have to open your mouth in a weird way.
It's true. I've seen that move.
And sometimes you miss, and it just goes into your eye, and it's awful.
And I would assume those bristles probably aren't the softest thing in the world, are they?
No.
I'm at the point where it's like, I told you this, I've said this on the air a few times. Contact lenses scare me. I've never put in contact lenses.
I wore contacts for a long time.
The whole like it's just, there's a piece of glass on my eyeball.
They're plastic more now.
Or whatever.
But
you can't even feel them.
Yeah, you get used to them over time. Now,
I don't want to.
You don't feel them until that one day where you didn't quite rinse them off correctly, and as soon as you put them in, it's like, oh my God, it burns! And you can't get it out quick enough. Or it's I don't miss the days of it slipping and going like up near the top of your eyeball, and so you're like doing that weird mascara thing where you're like pulling your eyeyelid back and you're looking down and you're making this face.
That
and
is
like,
terrifying.
Where is it?
That's terrifying to me. That's a horror movie to me.
I may have one floating around my brain.
Oh, stop. Number 4 on this list of annoyances that women have to deal with that men don't. You guys need to slow down on this one. Number 4 is catcalls. Nothing makes a woman more disgusted than hearing some big idiot hollering, "Hey, baby," preceded by screaming some crude phrase indicating that she has a nice backside. Go home to your mama's house because she don't want no scrub, honey. Okay. If a woman would ever catcall at me, it would make my whole weekend.
You bet. Oh, please.
I know. She thinks I have a nice.
Ask me if those legs go all the way up, because they do. All the way to my.
You get hit on all the time.
All the way to my butt.
Yes, my carpet matches my drapes.
Thank you for asking. You just made my day. I'm putting that in the positive jar.
I feel like someone being.
That's an inside joke.
Someone
Snaps.
Someone being physically attracted to me is not the worst feeling in the world.
Now, I understand where women are coming from. We could go about it a much better way.
You're probably right. We could probably be a bit more couth about it. But even still, at least we're letting you know.
Yeah.
At least
that we appreciate your form.
When it happens, you're all like weirded out. You're like, I feel
it
so
also
dirty.
depends on where it's coming from, too. I think that has something to do with it. If it's some burly construction guy over here at the DoubleTree going, "What's up?" and he's got this scruffy beard and he looks like he hasn't bathed in a week.
Has he hollered at you too?
It's like, Jim, how many times have I told you? I don't play for that team, but I appreciate you hollering at me. Thank you.
Still looking good in that yellow and orange reflective vest, Jim.
I won't miss you coming down the street, that's for sure.
Number 5. Men have to deal with this, but admittedly less than women. Weight scrutiny.
Yes, there's an unhealthy standard, I think, that women are held to.
My whole life, especially through middle school, high school, even some into college, and so once in a while as a grown-up, I've been fat shamed my entire life. Mm-hmm. My entire life. I admit it's different because I'm a guy than it is for a girl. I don't know why the double standard exists. I can't explain that, but it does.
Yes.
Ashley, do you want to weigh in on this one? For lack of a better term.
I feel like we talk about this every week.
It's a recurring theme.
Well, as you know, I lost 50 pounds, and so I transformed my body quite a bit. But, I mean, I didn't really ever get it all that much because I'm 5'9", and so...
You never struck me as someone big enough to be weight shamed.
But I was, so...
But doesn't it go the other way? Like, have you had people tell you that you've lost too much weight?
I have.
Like, there's no happy medium anymore.
No. But I don't care. Whatever.
Well,
I've never.
You haters.
As long as you're fine with it, who cares? And it's not unhealthy. It's not unhealthy weight loss. You didn't go that far off the other end of the scale.
No.
All right, we'll do one more here before we split this list in half.
Oh, my favorite.
What a way to end.
It's Dorothy from the Golden Girls.
I wonder if we should maybe kick. All right, we'll wrap up with this one. Number 6 on this list of 12 annoyances women have to deal with that men don't is the be-all, end-all.
The visit from Aunt Flo.
Periods. It says periods are funny. Not ha-ha funny, but cosmic joke funny. Periods bring blood. Buckets and buckets of blood.
Sonny's very descriptive.
They also bring pain.
Rob has to read it out loud.
PMS.
People can't just go there and read it for themselves.
However, the whole cycle allows us to bear children, so that's nice for some women.
My wife and I were actually having a conversation about this the other night because she was like, of all the things that the Lord has created here in this, for example, the ability for your hair to have changed and gotten softer after your pregnancy, or your nails getting stronger, whatever, that's pretty wild. And the fact that your body works in unison and it does all this stuff, like you couldn't, it seems like that is a design flaw. Like he just, oops, my bad. Like you couldn't.
There's a whole chapter in the Bible about this, right?
Well, she didn't get pregnant this month. Let's punish her.
Got to get rid of it somehow.
There's an extra egg in there.
Get it out.
I'll show her.
Like that. Just surely you could have thought of a better way to design that. When if you don't need it just absorbs it, something along those lines.
Okay, well,
maybe even just.
Well, that's what happens to the guys stuff. It just the body, they just eventually, I think, reabsorb into the.
Excreting it from other ways.
Yeah,
just like
then
maybe
we wouldn't be able to have this conversation.
Well,
would
that's
we?
true. That's true.
He has a perfect plan.
But yeah, it seems like, boy, you were doing so well up until that point, God, and then. It's like you started at the top and we're like, doing good. I don't know what to do here. Just make it flush itself out. Moving on down to the legs.
This one only called for a tablespoon of blood. I actually put in 2 tablespoons. We've got a little problem on our hands.
Well. No going back now. What's done is done.
Number 7.
Is that the movie The Cat's in?
That's Volumes of Blood.
Oh, from
PJ.
Number 7 is pregnancy. And I will say you guys got the short end of the stick on this one.
Sure did.
Like we have to be there for the conception, and we can watch from the spectator section in the delivery, but you guys kind of have to go through 9 months of what seems to be, from what I've seen on 16 and Pregnant, pure torture.
Okay, some women love being pregnant. I was not one of them. Because, well, I spent my first trimester vomiting in my office because
we remember that trimester.
There was a DJ here who ate tuna fish straight out of the can every day, and that was unpleasant for me.
That wasn't me.
And so finally one day I went in, I was like, look, you've got to stop eating tuna fish straight out of the can. And I thought he was gonna like throw it down right there. He's like, okay, and he switched to yogurt. I can't even think now. So that was unpleasant to throw up every day, and then just pushing the child, and it's large, and
I thought you had C-section.
I had a C-section, but she was so. I mean, she was only 7 pounds, and you think, 7 pounds, that's nothing.
It's still a child. It's a
I don't think
body.
it's nothing.
So, and she moved around all the time, and it was so weird feeling.
I passed a kidney stone that was 2 millimeters.
It's awful.
Yeah, trust me, I understand what you're talking about. I don't understand what you're talking about. It was not 7 pounds.
The day that I had her, like I got up and I looked in the mirror and I was like, it was just like relief.
And I always say the sweet things like, sweetheart, if I could go through this for you, if I could feel the pain for you, I'd be happy to.
Liar.
It's total BS. I couldn't be lying more.
Liar.
Number 8 is age discrimination. And now this, I think, is interesting because I know that women feel the urge to shave a few years off their age a lot. But I feel like and I promised myself and I promised the audience, I will, not just here, in my entire career, I will never be the guy who lies about his age.
Yeah, there's no reason to. We all get older. It just happens.
Well, but it's like in our format, people think that, you could be too old, you can be out of touch.
Yeah.
I don't care. I have too much integrity. I don't lie in general, but I'm never going to lie about my age or shave years off or whatever. Any of you guys feel the pressure to do that?
No, not at all.
We're not,
It's not how
knocking
old
on
you are,
heaven's
it's
door.
how old you feel.
We're not exactly,
everybody?
I'm 33. That's not, I feel like I'm not ancient yet. You just turned 40.
I did.
I think, Ashley, you're a year older than me.
I'm 35. I just turned 35.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, by the way.
Thanks, Rob.
You were in here on your birthday. I remember we were talking about periods.
We talk about periods every
Good
week.
figure.
Seems to be a recurring
I
theme.
hear that Gavin really loves it too.
Number 9 is boobage.
Yes.
It says, while some men deal with a little boobage, they are grossly underprepared for the boobage that some women struggle with. So many boob issues, like boobs that are too big, boobs that are too small, boob sweat, asymmetrical boobs, and the always hated brassiere. Dr. Seuss could have written a book called Boobage. 1 boob, 2 boob, small boob, flat boob. Nice job, Sonny. Anyone want to jump on this one?
I like them.
You would.
I'm in favor of them. Whatever you guys are doing with them works for me.
And my wife, on the other hand, not a big fan.
Remember we were talking about the design flaw earlier that God made?
That's where he got it right.
This is one he perfected. He may have spent all his time on the boobs.
The only time that it was ever a problem was when I was pregnant and nursing, and they're just huge, and they're
I feel like we went through your pregnancy with you, because I remember that stage
You
too.
did. You did.
That was fun. I feel like
I made everybody join my pain.
Ava should really be calling me like Uncle Rob.
She calls Chad Uncle Chad, so I guess, okay.
I think that's super.
Yep.
Number 10, being feminine enough. Women are frequently expected to exhibit a certain amount of femininity in society. Well, I've been shamed about my masculinity numerous times from a woman who's not in the studio today. So I kind of understand the feeling. And you know what? Guys have that too. It's different, but I get, like, oh, you can't fix your car that just exploded? Sorry about that. Oh, you can't build your house? My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm still working on that. So there are certain expectations. Oh, you can't pave the driveway? Come on, what do you expect from me? Leave me alone. I work on the radio. So do you feel the pressure to be overly feminine or not feminine enough?
I do, and it's not from men, it's from other women.
I believe that totally.
Yeah, I wonder how much of this list could be described that way. It's maybe not. I mean, certainly men are not helping, but I think there are certain women out there that don't help the issue either.
I've said this before. Kat doesn't agree with me, but I feel like women are women's biggest critics, much more than men. Like you don't hear guys use words like slut at you hear women call each other that. I don't know, thought. Like guys don't say thought. Girls say that about other girls. It means that hoe over there.
Oh, okay. I was familiar with it.
It's a term that it's the new YOLO.
Gotcha.
Oh, good.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Okay.
Ashley, so are you feeling that pressure?
Yeah, I've had several women in my life who have, not shamed me, but you can tell they're like, they want me to do something different.
Are they older than you?
No, not necessarily.
From a generation ago or something like that?
No.
Okay.
Some of them are my age. Some of them have been coworkers, and and I'm pretty strong in who I am, and they're not going to bring me down.
That's right.
Nice.
Don't let no woman bring you down.
And
right.
That's the most womanly thing you can do. Number 11.
Thanks, Rob.
This is pretty womanly. One of my favorite word combinations. Pap smears.
She's hiding her ears.
She's hiding under the console.
Just the sound of it. It doesn't sound pleasant. Even the name.
Which part gets you? Is it pap or is it smear?
I think a lot of it is the smear part of it.
Smear.
It is.
When you put your hand in a bucket of finger paint and just rub it against the wall, you're smearing.
And that's essentially what they're doing, is it not? To some degree?
No. Well, yeah, I guess.
You would think, look, these are not pleasant things that you have to deal with.
It's really not that big of a deal.
Come up with a different, more pleasant name for it. Polish that turd a little bit if you're going to.
It really is not that big of a deal. Your doctor talks to you and she talks about something that, she thinks you might be interested in for a few seconds, and then
the next thing you know, boom.
It's done, whatever.
Oh,
She's
good morning,
like,
sunshine.
boom, 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 see you next year. It's all good.
Maybe a little more pap and a little less smear in the name. It's maybe the way to go on that one. The final one is the self-cleaning oven itself. Is that a euphemism?
Don't read this. No.
Have you ever heard of discharge? All right, yeah, maybe I should just quit while we're at it.
People can go there and read that on their own. So
I thought we were talking about the actual oven.
Oh no,
we're not talking
about the baby making oven.
Oh, whoa, I'm glad I didn't keep reading.
Yeah, probably
okay, yeah.
Probably best you didn't.
Here, you know what? Well, on that note, we'll leave off on Pap Smear.
You can see the rest of this list at 1061evansville.com.
Okay, yeah, so that's where you can go. And we've got news on the way next. Keep it here. It's 1061 KISS FM.